So, something crazy has happened in my life recently. Right, but let's start from the beginning. Growing up in Rochdale, I think that I had a pretty typical childhood, a typical northern upbringing. Having a Friday chippy tea, anyone who lives in North will know it's essential. I've always been pretty close with my parents. They're just my world, really. But I had a feeling that I was different in some way. When I started to realise that I was gay, I thought, okay, maybe that's the issue. So then cut to me at 18, coming out to my parents and them taking it really well, and yet the same feeling still persisted of something's off and I can't figure out what it is. Over the years, there seemed to be a lot of comments about my appearance. It reached a point where I'd gone to start a new job and the manager said to me, tick working class, tick gay, and then she said tick mixed race. And I was like, oh, right, a bit confused. So, let's see. So I've got the kit. It was at that moment that I thought maybe a DNA test would clear all this up. Wow, how apt. Welcome to the beginning of your story. And I really thought it was just going to come back saying that my parents were who I thought they were. When the results came, I remember the email popped up. So it comes up saying 32.5% Iberian. The first confusing part of it all was the word Iberian and what ethnicity that was, what it belonged to. Me then realising it was Portuguese Spanish. Confused. And then 22.5% West African. That was when I started to leave my body slightly. Went in 100% English, and I come out just 23.4% English. Slowly the reality starts to come in of like, well, how has this happened? I knew I needed to speak to my mum. And what she told me was that a few weeks after she first started dating my dad, she went on a holiday to Albufeira in Portugal with her friend Yvonne. And while she was there, she had a holiday romance with this bartender who she thinks was called Carlos. And piecing it together, this Carlos is my biological father.
I'm so sorry, Luke, I am honest.
I know.
I wish I could put it right.
Don't worry.
Of course I worry, I'm your mum.
No, I know, but there's no anger or anything, it's just, I don't know, you just get a bit stuck,
Yeah, it's sadness. And guilt on my part that I've put you in this position when, it's not of your choosing. I have a lot of thinking when I'm on my own about how you felt, and to feel that there's a part of you that you don't know. I can't imagine how that must feel. You know. I think my problem is that I was not wanting to upset you and not wanting to upset your dad. You know, he worships the ground you walk on. When we told it, well, you told him, I was too scared. And, you know, and I came downstairs and that note was there on the side saying, I want him to be mine. But yeah, shall I tell you how I've always felt? That I should have been given some sort of painful illness. Honest. That's how it makes you feel sometimes, because I think I should be suffering. You know, for what I've done to other people and made them suffer. Gary?
Yeah?
What do you want to drink?
Water.
Just water, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you always say, I loved her, like about Mum. Do you feel like that's like something's changed since this happened, or just?
Bit of trust, that's all. I still don't trust her when she goes out. I'm always thinking about your mum, and it's always there. So it's just hard to forget it. Well, makes you think, why is she not told me? Deep down I knew something, but I couldn't prove it or lie until he told me then, that day. That's when it really, you know, knowing it then. Well, I didn't want it to be true, you know.
Yeah.
Just one of them things that happened, and you can't turn the clock back. Well, you don't want to turn the clock, like you say, because of you. You wouldn't have been here. There'd been no Luke then. 30 years now together. Carry on as we are.
It's hard for it not to have a knock-on effect on everything else and make me question whether I even know myself at all. If I'm not this person that I've been saying I am, who am I? It's almost like the ground you're on just like falls through. It's like a very lost feeling. I'd gone from being a person who's quite optimistic to finding myself feeling hopeless. It's a very scary feeling. I need to find my biological father. I need to give everything I have in order to make sense of myself, really. Just don't know where to begin. All I have is his first name, and that he worked in a bar in Albufeira in Portugal. Oh my god, is this just like so many different names? Oh, so this is new. I think that I found something. Found a distant relative called Renato who lives in Portugal. We share some DNA. We've been sending messages back and forth. He's really nice, but he doesn't seem to have anyone in his family called Carlos. So I'm not really sure what to do next.
I was distracted by this next picture. Those heels are very you.
They fit perfectly. My life.
Let's start with the hair. Where did that go?
This is one of the only photos of the hair. Oh, I think that was one of the hamsters. Sam's been brilliant, really, throughout the whole thing.
Oh, tattoos everywhere.
He's really supported me, especially as I've gone through the ups and downs of it all. It's been great to have him by my side.
No, I mean, that's your dad.
Yeah.
And that's you.
I know. Just don't look alike at all.
No.
Then the photo that I only saw recently, and I was like, Mum, really?
It's just baffling to me because it's just obvious. How did you not know?
You wake up every day, your parents say they're your parents are white, you're white.
Yeah, but it's so confusing to me that anyone would think that you weren't mixed race.
Well, it just makes me question what my family were thinking when I looked the way I did growing up. As of right now, I don't really feel mixed race. I feel like an imposter in a way, because even though I can see that I have West African and Portuguese ancestry, it's like I don't have anything or anyone to hang that on. It just feels like words on a piece of paper. Since I've been struggling so much to search for Carlos, I have been Googling genealogists, and I found one called Laura.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? So I'm hoping she can help me figure everything out.
Unknown paternity is an absolute minefield. And these are the most complex cases, the cases where you have no documented link to the person you're searching for. So I will need to take a look at your DNA matches. But I must say, there is a possibility that we are either unable to identify the biological father, or we do identify the biological father and he doesn't respond to contact, or he rejects contact. So is this something that you've thought about already?
Yeah, I'm trying to be realistic and hope that I'll be able to handle it at the time.
Yeah, that's all you can do. But that sort of reaction has absolutely no bearing on your right to information, and you have absolutely every right to know who your biological father is. So don't lose sight of that.
Thank you. Hello?
Hi, it's me, Mum.
No, thank you, none today.
I'm not selling anything, I'm giving love.
Okay, come up. Come on in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah? Hope that kettle's on.
Have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
What are the main things you remember from the holiday about Carlos?
No. I think I must be very good at burying things away. I mean, this is a person 30 years ago who I knew for like 5 days. Well, no, I didn't even probably know him. I mean, I only saw him in little... He was working, so it's not like we spent like every day of the 5 days together. We just like met when he'd finished work or something. I mean, I think we were only together once. And I do remember that was at the apartment. He was a nice guy. I do remember that, you know, we had a laugh. And he was quite dark, like of an African descent. And when I came back, Yvonne came to the doctors with me, because I'd said that I thought I was expecting. So he was like going through dates and things and sort of persuaded me in a way that you would be more like Garrett Dad's. And then, of course, you were born. And then, you know, as soon as I saw you, I knew. And then I'm like, well, what now? And I think because nobody said anything to me, it was like, has nobody... why has nobody said, you know, has nobody noticed? And so because nobody was saying anything to me, I then felt that, well, I don't really need to say anything. The longer it went on and on and on, the more I just went on and on with it.
Yeah. One little holiday carried a lot, didn't it? Like...
One little holiday carried an awful lot. Yeah, it did. It did.
Scheduled London Euston at 10:27. Standard class carriages are at the rear A or right the way through to coach F.
Where am I going to get this taxi from? Okay, this cab's down here. Oh, it has someone in it. How embarrassing. Anyone? No? Oh my God, the madness.
Floor 4, doors opening.
How are you doing?
Nervous. Yeah, very nervous.
It's all gonna be fine, come on.
Yes, thank
Come
you.
on. In here.
How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. Where do you want me?
All right, just take a seat over there.
Over here?
All right, well, shall we talk through it?
Oh my God, okay.
So if we start from what we know that we have you and we have Renato. Now, on the basis of the quantity of DNA that you and Renato share, we know that you and Renato are actually most likely to be half first cousins.
Oh, whoa. Which is much closer than I thought.
Yeah. Renato's actually one of your closest relatives, right? On your father's side, it's...
Oh my God, that is so mad.
And we know from your DNA results, you have one Portuguese grandparent and one West African grandparent. And we can see from Renato's DNA results that he has 2 Portuguese grandparents on this side. So it is absolutely the case that you both share one grandparent. But where you differ is that you have a West African grandmother and he has a Portuguese grandmother.
Right, okay.
If we go to the next generation, you have your father, Carlos, and Renato's mother, Libania.
That is so crazy. Huh.
Next, you have Libania's father, João. João is your grandfather, Carlos's father.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy. I don't think I was scared to like feel anything really, because I was just like, what if there is nothing? It's crazy. It's so good. So good.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
Yeah, no, I'm okay, yeah. So, where is it that we stand then in the search of Carlos?
So, I have a friend called Angela who is a specialist in Portuguese research. She is going to look for Carlos specifically,
Okay.
and I want you to talk to Renato
Okay.
and see if there's any possibility that he might act as a sort of liaison between you and Zhao, because Zhao is absolutely the key DNA match in all of this.
Right. Okay. Oh my God. I am so excited now.
So I've put together my own little family tree, and finding out that I have a grandfather, João, in Portugal is so exciting because I'm like, it's all becoming very real. Now, I'm just hoping that João can tell me more about my West African grandma and then lead me to Carlos. Getting closer by the second.
Hi, Renato. How have you been? I wanted to drop you a message. I went to meet a genealogist, and we're actually half cousins. I think the best thing to do is just be like, here's the information. What do you think about that? And yeah, there's one of a million outcomes, really. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking. This means we share a grandfather. Oh, I pressed enter by accident. Literally, oh my God. Why did that just happen? It's done now. So Renato came back to me, and one of the first things he said was that João passed away.
So obviously processing that João is no longer alive. So surreal. I guess there was a hope of like having a conversation with him and what that might offer up information-wise about Carlos. But it's hard not to like want to keep going, so I guess that's the best thing to do right now. The only other person who's met my birth father and was on the holiday with my mum is her best friend, Yvonne. Hello. Good to see you. You're right.
Oh, great to see you.
Love your boots. So now it feels like maybe a last-ditch attempt to really dig for anything.
Right.
So right now it's these photos that are like the most significant stuff we have, really. And then
I
these,
see.
I'm guessing, are Albufeira.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. What do you overall, as your main memories of the holiday? What springs to mind?
We just had a brilliant time. We really had a great time. We were a bit naughty, you know.
Oh, God.
And we had an agreement that we don't bring any boys back to the apartment.
Right.
So Mum goes, I'm like, where's she gone?
Yeah.
Anyway, she was back at the apartment, I think, with Carlos.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Do you remember anything about the bar that you went to, or like what it was like?
Yeah,
or...
it was like a karaoke bar. It was very much an English bar. I don't remember the name of it. I think your mum might remember the name of it.
She doesn't seem to remember anything from it at all.
Right, because I remember where the apartment was. You walked down when you walked down, it was like a little steep hill. It was almost towards the beach, I guess. And then the bar was on the corner. But I think if I went back, I think I would be able to remember a little bit more. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, this is definitely not Rochdale. Finally in Albufeira. Somewhere down there is the bar where Mum met my birth father. And he could just be down that street or round that corner. Mad.
I can't believe you and I are here. I mean, you go back again with your friend when you're older.
Yeah.
You don't bring the children that they brought home with them.
The plan is to walk around.
I've got a feeling it might be up here.
The main goal is to find the bar that Carlos worked in where my mum met him.
Hello.
Hello.
My genealogist Laura has hooked me up with her Portuguese colleague Angela to help with the search.
This is a bar.
meet you, Angela.
Nice to meet you. So,
Perfect.
going to walk around and find out more.
Should we head off?
Totally.
Let's do it. Well, I'm gasping already. It's too early for a sangria.
I know.
Turn it into a bar crawl.
It will be, won't it? I mean, we are doing exactly what me and your mum did.
Yeah. This way?
Let me just see.
I've got a feeling it might be up here. I'm sure it's here now. No. I sort of recognise that a bit, actually. Oops.
Oh my God, be careful.
Oh, wow. Is it? Is it? This big white building here with the yellow? This is the apartment that we stayed in. And this is where, when your mum went missing, I couldn't find her. And when I came back to the apartment, she was in the apartment with Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
So I shouted at him and
I'll
told
piece
him
that
to get
together, it's fine. Oh my gosh. It's like you walked up those steps.
I know.
Yeah.
It's hard not to think, is he still here in this town?
It's possible, yeah. It could be around. We could be very near him.
I feel really emotional.
Yeah.
It's hard Mum's not here.
I
I feel emotional now.
I know, darling. Bless you. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I really recognise this. I really recognise this now. I recognise this. Yeah. I think this is it. I think.
Okay.
Eddie's.
I think this is the bar that we used to go to on the corner.
It says English breakfast.
I am absolutely sure this is it.
That's a good lead.
So this could be the bar where my mum met my birth father, Carlos. Which is just insane.
This is really exciting. This is definitely the place. We're going to have to try to find out more, try to find out who the owners are, if you can talk to them, see if they have some records of people who used to work there, and see what we can find out.
I've arranged to meet my new cousin Renato and his mum Labanya, who is Carlos's half-sister, so my auntie. I have those natural nerves of meeting someone new for the first time, but I'm sure it'll be a good day. Renato and Labanya don't want to be identified on camera because before I dropped into their inbox, they had no idea that Joao actually had another son.
Look at this.
Look at this beautiful thing.
Wow. This is amazing. See, I live in Manchester. I mean, I'm not too far from the coast, but it does not look like this.
Exactly.
So what was Joao like?
He was quite a character, not the average person at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
When he was a young man, Portugal was at war in Africa, so he chose the Navy. He went to Guinea when he was about 17. He would not speak about it because it was traumatic for him.
As well as being traumatic, there's another reason Joao might not have wanted to speak about it. The Portuguese troops had been sent to Guinea-Bissau in West Africa to try and stop their fight for independence.
Did Joao ever mention having any relationships or anything going on when he was serving in the war?
That I can't recall, no. No.
You visit a lot?
Which month?
One of the main things that stuck out to me from our conversation was Joao's story as part of the war, because that starts to feed into questions I've had. It's like, where does that West African part of my ancestry come from? But it's becoming less of a mystery because now we know Joao was in Africa. The strongest theory would be that Carlos was conceived during that time. So after the war, Joao came back to Portugal, got married and grew his family here. But the question is, like, did he have a relationship with Carlos? Did he know Carlos was alive? Like, what was the situation with how Carlos came to be? Sunning my laundry in the rare British sunshine out there. First and foremost, thrilled to have found the bar. So excited to see if anything comes of that, being cautiously optimistic. And it's that feeling of just being more connected to that Portuguese side of my ancestry. But then there's still this big missing piece. The more I go on this journey, I'm hoping that I'll connect more with the West African side of me. So I have all these questions about, like, well, always, where is Carlos? Does he look like me? And I just wonder, did he go back to Guinea-Bissau? Is that where he might be now? So I'm feeling a little bit on edge because Laura's been in touch and she says she wants to meet me with Angela, who I was with in Portugal. And it seems like they have some news for me, but I have no idea what it could be.
Hi, it's Luke. I've got nervous, dry mouth.
About.
Okay, I'm prepared.
Okay.
I think.
So we had discovered the bar where Carlos worked, and we managed to find the owner. We reached the conclusion that he had at least 3 people of African descent working for him around that time. 2 of those people called Carlos.
Wow.
And there was one Carlos from Guinea-Bissau.
Right, okay. Oh my gosh.
After some more conversations and contacts, I talked to that Carlos from Guinea-Bissau.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is insane. Weirdly, the first question that's coming to my mind is, where is the Carlos that you spoke to?
Is in London.
I mean, it's just typical that that would happen. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
The good news is he's willing to do the DNA test.
Oh.
Better still, if he is your biological father, he would like to meet you.
Oh my God, this feels insane. I can't even process it. So how did the conversation go?
It was a very sensitive conversation because another element was that he also didn't know his own father.
Oh my God. That's such a shame.
I think the best thing is for you to know as little as possible right now, so that you're not ruminating on it. And because the more you know, the harder it will be to stay detached.
Yeah.
Tell yourself, he may not be my dad. Just keep telling yourself he may not be the person we're looking for, and try and make sure that it's not a complete shock if that's how it comes out, because we will know. We will know soon. We're hoping sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
So, I know that Laura told me not to think about it, not to overthink it, but I'm home and I'm pacing around the apartment. I'm just trying to be calm. I hope that it's him. Don't know how to feel. I'm gonna try to put it out of my mind and probably not sleep until I get the DNA results. So, our washing machine is broken, so I basically live at this laundrette now. The days are ticking by and taunting me. Oh man, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be. I'm just rambling now, I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. And I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna hope that tomorrow I know Carlos is my birth father or not. I'll come right back to you. Oh my God, the email's there. I want mine. I need it poured, ready to go. What's that? Glass. Okay, we drank the whole bottle.
That's fine, man.
Okay. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay.
Right. Okay, are you ready?
No.
Right. Dear Luke, Ancestry is excited to confirm that our candidate Carlos shares 50% of your DNA, which means Carlos is your biological father. Oh my God.
I don't know what to say.
What the hell? That is insane. Oh my God.
Do you feel accomplished?
Yeah. Like, it just feels so refreshing to know the truth. God, it's literally just so emotional.
Yeah.
It's just so big. This is definitely one of, if not the biggest moment of my whole life.
Love you. Oh my goodness.
couldn't ever picture like what it was going to be like if it happened. Like, I think I just didn't let myself do that. But I did not anticipate being on a train to go and meet Carlos. Like, I did think a plane was going to be involved. And it's so mad meeting my birth father for the first time with a photo of his birth father who we never got the chance to meet. It already feels like we have so much in common. I have so many questions running through my mind. What's he like? Will I like him? Will he like me? Will he accept me? And I'm starting to kind of question whether or not I should come out to him. Because I think if he reacts negatively to that, he might not want to be a part of my life. Hi. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How strange is this?
I know.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Come sit. So surreal.
I know.
Oh my gosh. We look so similar.
Yeah.
Do you think? That is crazy.
Oh, it is.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing good.
I don't even know what to say. There's so much to say that I feel a bit like, where to start?
Yeah, how's your life been?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So I live in Manchester now. I live with my boyfriend.
Mm.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
Okay, well that solves that.
Like I said to my other kids, that I just want you guys to be happy.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. Thank you, that's nice. That's a big relief.
No matter what.
I appreciate it. I'm, lucky my parents still together, but up until the point that the results came back, I thought I was white. Completely white. Even though I look like... Like, it was hard first, like, it was just always trying to figure something out.
It might be very hard for you.
Yeah. So tell me about you. I'm so fascinated.
Yeah, similar story, really, from my side. My dad never sees me because he didn't know about me.
Yeah. Right.
It was really tough. Yeah. And I grew up in Guinea-Bissau, and it's kind of like really hard. People telling you that you don't fit in, and they was telling me I'm not belong. We were then classified as Tuga back then. Tuga mean Portugal, Tuga.
Right.
Yeah, Tuga mean you're white.
Right.
You need to go back to your country.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was traumatic. But
sorry that you went
I'm still here.
Survived it. Resilient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
But I got something here to give you.
I'd feel bad I didn't bring any gifts.
That's okay. Something I want you to have. That's your grandmother.
Sorry. Thank you for bringing that.
You're welcome.
It's so strange to fill in those silhouettes in your mind.
Yeah.
Wondering who they are. Oh my God. Sorry, what's her name?
Sabrina.
It's so hard to process because, like, with Joao, what did your mum say about him? Did you know anything? Or?
My mom never tell me anything. She used to avoid talking about it. And she took everything to her grave. She never told me anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you seen a photo of him?
No, never seen photos.
So this is him when he was in the war. Here on the right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like, why do you have to go through the same thing I went through? This is what I don't understand. It's why?
I think it's going to take time to not think about the past, but nothing's in the way of us being in each other's lives now. So, I met my biological father, Carlos. There's literally no way to describe how that feels. And they brought me a picture of my Ghanaian grandmother. It's hard to describe, like when he gave it to me, there's something so powerful about it. It's the first time really that I feel connected to the West African or the black part of my identity, and that's something that I've always struggled with. Throughout this process, I was wondering if I was ever going to find a connection to West Africa, or if I was ever going to feel, I guess in a way, like black enough to like claim being mixed. And just looking at the picture of her, I just feel connected to her somehow. It's really strange.
Oh, we're off again. It's Luke. It's Luke, this.
Hey, right, no, over here.
Come here.
I just really move a sip of this because my throat's like so croaky. So I've got huge news. I found Carlos.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
It's crazy.
I can't believe it, mate. Truthfully, I never thought that you would find him. And I was waiting for that fallout. And I was so worried about how that was going to impact you.
Yeah. And then I met him on Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, I need to lie down in a dark room, me. I can't even deal with all this. Do you know, it's a good job I'm grey.
Yeah.
Did you get on okay?
He's so
Oh
nice.
my God.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
I know.
And I'm like, filled now. I'm bothered about your dad now.
I know.
Are you all right, Gary?
No, it's fine.
You're okay?
It's still mine.
Yeah.
I've got money I've give you.
He's bought you.
No, I don't. No, great. I'm glad you're happy.
Do you want to see a picture of it?
Yeah. Oh my God. You got the same nose. I wouldn't have recognised him.
Oh my God. You look like it, isn't it?
How'd you feel looking at it?
Well, I'm better looking. So.
It's not a competition. This outcome is better than I could have imagined. I just feel so different. I feel so much less stressed.
Yeah. Feel
So
lighter.
so much happier.
But obviously that makes me feel, a bit at peace. Because I know that
Obviously.
you've wanted this for so long and that it has, give you a lot of problems. And, me feeling that I did it. Obviously my feelings of huge guilt.
But I think obviously it's not me who needed to forgive you, it's you just need to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
But I hope you feel we can move forward together as a family. We'll do it together. And Dad, from a distance.
Wow.
I know.
Luke.
Jinx.
So I was going to say favouritism.
I'm like, I'm cool.
I'm not doing anything to him. Stop being jealous. Oh, honestly.
I'm on my way to meet Carlos at his Portuguese cafe that he owns. And his sons are going to be there, Hugo and Ben, my brothers, which is weird to say.
Yeah, this is my cafe. All the stuff comes from Portugal.
Hello. Hi.
Então, pai. É tudo.
Hi.
You alright?
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
How are
you.
you?
Good, good. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. Nice to meet you, Luke. Yeah, I didn't even say my name. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Surreal situation.
Yeah.
What did you think when you found out?
Kind of just like a shock, really. I mean, I am a little bit annoyed that I've lost my firstborn spot, but that's fine.
I was excited to meet the third musketeer.
Here I was all the time, just the 2 hours away on the train.
You guys are almost spitting image. I think it's the nose.
Yeah, I'm still in the process of like piecing it all together. How do you guys, if you were to describe your race to someone, you'd say mixed, or do you say, what would you say? Black?
I mean, for me, it was always a bit tricky because, okay, I know my dad is probably mixed, so I just say, I guess I'm mixed. I don't know. But now it's at a point where I'm just like, I'm black. I'm black Portuguese, African Portuguese, whatever it is. You are who you are. Like, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But because I've not had access to any other culture other than English culture, I don't know anything about this part of my life. But then I'm kind of growing to realize like I'm more comfortable with like claiming that.
Yeah.
Because I think before I was like scared that people would say, well, you don't know anything about this, and you don't speak Portuguese, or you don't know this, you've never been there. Yeah. Whereas now I'm like, just you wait. Meeting Hugo and Ben just felt so natural. I just clicked with them so quickly. It's not what I expected. I expected to be like, hi, I'm sorry to be a wrecking ball in your life. I hope I don't cause too much drama, and it was the complete opposite. It was like a welcoming. Did you understand what you're saying? And I think that's what's been missing really, is that sense of belonging. It makes me feel more at peace with who I am and the family I belong to. My head's but it couldn't have gone better than it did. I feel so lucky to have Carlos in my life, as well as my mum and dad, but Carlos didn't have that chance. He never knew his birth father. So this is the one. This is where he is. This whole process was about me trying to find my birth father. And to be here now, it's unfathomable to not only found Carlos, my birth father, but to have found his. Olá, meu pai. Aqui estou, pai.
Eu sou o Carlos, não vou deixar-se na Guiné. Todo esse tempo te procurei. Nunca soube de ti.
When I got the DNA results, it kind of broke me apart because I never knew who I was, really. But the biggest realization that's come to me today is that there's so many layers to who I am that I can't get caught up in what the world is thinking about it. That's all I've done my entire life, so going forward, it just feels good to go. I'm mixed. I just want to honour all parts of my heritage equally. And it feels nice not to do it on my own.
Now I know this is where I come from, my blood comes from. It just makes me happy. You give me this huge opportunity to get the answers I need. Can't thank you enough.
Good. That's my honour. It's changed my life, you know?
And mine. I think what makes you who you are today is your parents, your dad in particular, because they was there when I wasn't, and that will never change.
And just for you to say that, it just brings me so much peace.
Yeah.